Welcome to your September practice. So, a blanket, 2 blocks, and a strap is how we will warm up. We're going to go straight to it. Unfold your blanket twice so that you can come to lie down on your back. We'll start right there. And our playlist, if you choose, is Veiled Gray. Press play and we'll begin. Straight in, knees bend. Bring your knees to your chest. On your exhalation, you're just drawing your shins in. On your inhale, you're pressing your shins into your hands, letting your arms straighten, letting your collarbones open. And then on your exhale, you're just bringing your elbows to bend and your belly to your thighs. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. The work of this month, this September, is Nabi Kriya, is in the belly, in the abdomen, the light and the fire of our life. And so slowly releasing the low back and rinsing out the belly, the hips, the knees. And again, so that you can put the left foot down to the floor and take your strap over the arch of your right foot and hold that strap knee bent. On your exhale, you press your right thigh away. Keep hold of the strap. On your inhale, bend your right knee deeply as you draw your right thigh in. Inhale as you press away. And exhale. So your arms and your leg are working together. Your leg pressing to open your upper back, and then your arms pulling to deepen the crease of your right hip. Exhale, send your thigh away, flex your foot. Inhale to bend. If the breath works better for you, reversing that, inhaling away and exhaling in, that is totally fine. Now, the next time that you press away, you'll stay. Sending your right thigh away, dropping your right hip down, flexing your right foot. Let the left heel be heavy, and let that widen your shoulders. Let there be length through the back of your heel, calf, and hamstring on the right side. One more. So that you can put both straps into the right hand and drop the right foot wide to the right. Keep the left knee bent, the left foot flat, and press the right thigh away. Stay there or take your left hand overhead and your left leg long. And now from your navel, open in all directions. Open into the pelvis, open into the feet, open into the fingertips of both hands. All directions. Uncoil. And into the center. Keep the left leg long, release the strap, and if you need to, a block can go to the left side. You roll onto the left outer hip, drop your right knee to the block to the floor, and sweep your right arm wide and high, and then out and down to the side. Inhale, widen. And as you go to the right, turn your chin to the right, turn your navel to the right side waist. Inhale up overhead. And then your right arm goes wide out and you simply pause, dropping your right shoulder a little at a time. Every day you do this, it will make a little bit more. It will make some space. It will make some change, some release, or some strength. Turning into the center, knees bent, feet flat. Take your strap over the arch of your left foot and holding there, bend your knee as you pull with your hands to crease the left hip and then press away Send the left thigh back, open the upper back, and work with the leg, work with the arms so that they open each other. Left thigh away, open the back. Exhale, bring it in, rinse. Inhale, releasing. Exhale, bringing it in. This warm-up is very slow and fluid. Really the essence of Hatha Asana, preparing us without hurry, without rush, without force. Left leg stays long. And pause. Send the left thigh away, the left hip down. The shoulders drop back, the elbows are still soft. And feel the line from hip to heel, and from left hip to heart, and the heart across the back. Both straps into the left hand now, and the left heel wide and the right hand wide. Work right there, or your right leg long and your right hand overhead. Open in all directions, from the navel to the pelvis to the feet. From the navel to the heart, the shoulders and the hands. Decompressing the closure that can gather, the congestion in the middle body. And bring it to the middle. Undo the strap. If you choose, your block goes on your right side. Roll onto your right outer hip, knee to the block or the floor. Right hand on the left thigh, reach the left up, and sweep all the way wide and down. Inhale up, open. Lengthen the left ribs, and then sweep wide, turning the navel to the left waist, straightening the right leg beneath you as you can. And then just reaching the left hand wide and letting the left shoulder slowly descend. The hips are steady, and it is the upper body that is turning. The breath into the mid-back. And release to the center. Knees bend, feet flat. So your heels are directly under your knees. Lifting your hips, lift your hands overhead, finding a simple bridge. And then rolling down through the spine. The hands descend, the hips descend, the breath out. The inhale, you rise. And the exhale, you release. To inhale, reach up. And to exhale, settle down. So we'll go a last time, the hands up, the hips up. Keep this. But bring the elbows down now beside you. Press into the back of the head, tuck the shoulders under. Stay right here. If you want more, you would interlace your fingers, arms straight. Press the pinky edge into the hand, into the floor. You know, full bridge looks like this. But I really like the elbows down. It helps me to widen across from the navel into the hips and lengthen from the navel into the knees. And roll down. And you'll roll right onto your belly, using that initial opening of the front body, building on, adding on. Resting your hips and your belly on your blanket for support. Point your toes, straighten your legs, and hands beside your ribs. Inhale as you widen your feet. Exhale, bring them together. To inhale, to exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Each time you bring your feet together, bring your shoulder blades towards your spine and anchor your shoulders back and your navel into your body. So that when you bring your feet together, tops of the feet come down. Walk your forearms forward and your elbows down, flat under your shoulders. Try to widen the elbows lightly to broaden your collarbones. Legs stay very strong. Your hips into the floor, your legs long. The very tips of your fingers drawing your heart forward. Stay and lengthen your front body. Or if you're going on with me, walk your arms out long, float your feet up, and lift your hands. Turn your palms down and exhale, bring your elbows back. Inhale, reach out, long straight legs. Exhale. Inhale. Shoulder blades coming to your spine, legs super long. Two more. Strengthen the length of your back body. Last time. So that as you bring your hands back down next to your ribs, you find a cobra, feet flat, heart up. And just stay 3. Hands drawing back. Legs are strong. Arms are bent, elbows in. And you slowly roll down to make your way into hands and knees. Drop your head round your back to find the counter pose there. And then folding your blanket in half, you'll find downward facing dog. Palms down, hips high, press back, take your time. So there may be a little more space through the front of your dog. Under the arms, anchor into the pinkies for a moment and wrap your upper arms back towards your heels. And keep that action as you roll the thumbs down into the floor and your navel comes towards your spine. Hands and knees. Now we add the blocks. A little more length in the legs. So hands on the blocks. Check that your knees are on the blanket and step your right foot up between the blocks. Front knee bends. Adjust the blanket or the blocks as needed. Hands can be right on the blocks, or you can stack the blocks on their sides or on their tails. And then straightening your front leg, press into the heels, send your hip back, keep your heart long. Exhale as you fold, elbows widen. Bend your front knee, and now draw your heart forward, your kneecap forward, your chest open. Exhale, fold hips back, stay long in the spine. Without rounding, find your limit. And then front knee comes forward. Inhale, opening. And exhale, folding. Inhale, open. And exhale, fold. Into open. And this time, as you go back, we'll pause. So take 3. 2. If you like, you may walk your blocks forward, hands onto the floor. The right hip wraps back. The left toes are plugged into the floor. The spine is long. You're not rounding down. You're bringing the crown of your head toward the tip of your big toe. And bend the front knee. Now, walk your hands, to the middle of your feet. So you're going to pivot towards the left side of your mat. Feet are wide. And let your outer feet be parallel. Your fingertips under your shoulders. If you don't reach, add the blocks under your hands. Tail back. And on your exhale, fold slightly to really begin to find the balls of your feet, the outer feet. Inhale, lengthen, tail back, heels down. And exhale, fold. So you're establishing the feet and the legs. As you come up, this time bend your right knee, right elbow to right thigh, and send the outer left foot down into the floor. And that will lengthen the left inner thigh, tail back. Inhale, change. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right outer foot to the floor. Inhale, rising up, and change. Now you find your breath, your pace, spine stays long. Knee bends, tail back, outer foot to the floor. One more each side. Maybe pausing just a beat. And center. Fold right down the middle. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Walk your hands back and back. Turn your fingers to point away from your toes. Put your palms flat to the floor if you can. And maybe the crown of your head rocks towards the floor. Toes are long. Outer feet into the floor, inner thighs rising away from each other. A little weight into the crown of the head, a little weight into the balls of the feet, but the toes are long. We'll rise up and turn back to step back through downward facing dog and step the left foot up and the right knee down. And so now we establish the hands on the blocks. The right knee is on the blanket, the back toes are tucked under. As you send your hips back, pull your toes up, fold your way in, that's your exhale. Bend your front knee, take your knee forward, your heart forward, open the hips. And exhale, fold. 4. Inhale to rise, to lengthen. And exhale to fold. Knee forward, heart forward, right hip forward, and fold. Come out one last time, imagining the shape of cobra in your upper back. Keep the front body long. Take your hips back and fold to stay 3. The left toes point up, the left hip is back, and slowly fold. If you prefer, hands on the floor, just set your blocks forward. Right hip forward, left hip back, left toes back. You're making clear channels through the legs. Perfect. To step back, find your downward facing dog. And it's in this dog that we will widen the feet and step the feet a step forward. So your feet find the outside edge of your mat and a bend in the knees. This wide, squat-shaped dog, bulldog. Lengthen, drop your head and open your back. And then walk your hands a hand length back. Bend in the knees deeper. Ribs drop between the thighs, arms so long, deep into the hips. Onto your fingertips, bring your feet just 2 fists apart or a block length apart. Drop your seat back, your fingertips down, sit down now. Bring your heart up, your thumbs up to stand up. Here's our inhale, unfold. Sit back and fold, ribs over thighs. Fingers drop your head. That's breath out, we go. Inhale, rising. Unfold, unhinge, and sit back down. To rise tall, to sit deeply, belly to body, hands down, to unfold, to one more, sit down, fold down, all in, and unfold. Turn your palms away from each other, sweep wide, and set down. Stand tall. Feeling the sensation from the waist to the floor. Anchored and clear. Shake it out. You can move your blanket. I just tend to step over mine. So my right foot, heel toe to the floor. My left knee rising up tall. Interlace your fingers and draw the left shin in. Find your balance, a point of light. See one point on the wall. Keep your gaze. Put your attention in the center of your right heel. Send your right thigh back, your right shin back, your shoulder blades to the spine, and your right hand high. All the way up and out. And we bring it down. Step back, shake it out. Same thing. We'll heel toe the left foot to the floor, and the right knee will rise high. Interlace your fingers. Firm the left leg. Point of Your gaze is on one fixed thing. Left heel into the floor, left thigh bone back, left shin back, left hand high. The whole left side opening and anchoring. Root down to rise up, root down. And step back, shake it out. 2 hands high, turn your palms away, and again sweep wide and set down. Feel it all settle and land. Come to kneel. So we kneel on the blanket. A block goes between your heels and 1 block behind you. If you need to kneel on 2 blocks, then it's unlikely that the block behind you will serve you, so put it underneath you. We're going to open the whole front surface from the knees through the thighs, through the abdomen and the chest. So step 1 is simply to press your thighs down and away, really finding the base of your knees down into the floor, and your pubic bone is rising towards your heart. You may stay and work here, or just drop your fingertips back, keeping your knees rooted down, your pubis driving towards your sternum, and your collarbones broadening, your shoulder blades coming to the spine, imagining a wheel in your pelvis going backwards, tail forward, heart high. Working there, or bring your elbows now to the floor. It's a little day after day, 1 movement at a time. Perhaps by the end of the month, you're resting the back body onto the block. A little bit higher. So that perhaps you can reach overhead or hold opposite elbows. So we are here for the next 20 seconds. Knees down, pubic bone towards the heart, tops of the feet down. Chest is broad wherever you are making this sweet length through the front body. Your breath is long and juicy. To bring the elbows down, to make your way up. Come all the way into a down dog as a counter pose. Again, the feet go wide, long through the juicy spine. Drop your head, arms out of the shoulders. Shoulders back, thumbs down. To come to a simple seat. To create a cradle. So the feet flat to the floor, cross your left ankle over your right knee and bring it in. A little bit side to side. If you need to, keep your right hand steady, send your left thigh away. But I really like just staying here. Give it a little bit of space, a little movement, especially if it's very sticky. And yours may be further apart. So little at a time, you're walking it closer. Little at a time, you're walking your hips to that right heel. You're walking your hands in closer so that your heart stays high. And you bring your shin towards your chest. Any further, you can cradle. The right arm wraps around the left outer foot, sitting tall, stay 3. Softening the left hip to send your left knee forward to draw the right heart high. To unfold. Last one. Right ankle over the left knee. Draw it closer. Heart up. Send your right knee away. Flex your right foot and begin to walk your hips towards your heel. Your hands towards your hips. And let it loosen. Anytime it's too much, back it out. Loosen it up, sitting tall. Or wrap the left inner elbow around the outer foot. Stay. Softening the right hip to send your right knee away. Be tall in the left side of your heart. To unfold. Shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Fingertips right beside you. Slightest forward fold, go. Just explore. Just explore. Knees may be soft, heart may be long. Hands walk forward, go where you go. And unfold. We will start our Kriya in the next video. Or maybe this is the place where you finish. Thank you so much. It's a great asana to use everywhere. If you're just using it for asana, lie on your back. 5 minutes rest before you get up to go. Makes all the difference. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.